bum, but at this point I call that history. Fuck around and grill a pig like some rotisserie. Give a fuck about who you think you is, don't trust the industry. Why you wanna be my enemy? You should really let me be, cause really you can't fuck with me. Nah, you can't fuck with me, little bitch. And yes, I took my heat. Yes, I love to redo, that made me LAME or WISE. My third eye open, I can see. Must protect my inner peace. No response, I can't give you my energy. I don't follow trends, cause bitch, I'ma just
aqui, ó. Aqui é onde eu tomei a injeção, ó. Olha aqui, ó. Injeção na vacina, né? Ó. Aqui, ó. Ó. Meu braço me ficou. Ó. Testando pra pegar. Ó.
Eles já trouxeram fatos em contexto da realidade que nenhum de nós desejava.
Ó. Vou sair, ó.
So I know we all been seeing these purple street lights pop up everywhere in our cities, right? And I want to point out one thing. You know how they said it's malfunctions? If it was malfunctions, why would a whole parking lot have purple LED lights? And I recorded this yesterday on the highway. It seems like they're gearing up for an activation.
It was like driving a truck. This is
That's what
like
it
right
seemed like.
after like the other things happened and stuff. We were driving in our truck, or someone was driving, and me and you was like on the passenger, not in the passenger, but like in the back seat. And basically, we was looking at the moon, and the moon started like flickering, like the moon was flickering, and you were like looking at it, and everybody was like looking at it, but me, I felt such this negative, heavy ass fucking energy from it, like basically through me looking at it, it felt like it was like literally like full of my fucking soul or some shit. Like I was like, I had told you, I was like, no, don't. I was like, stop looking at the moon or whatever, because everyone's like fascinated by his shit. I'm like, no, it's something off and fucking weird. Stop looking at it or whatever. And basically, I remember like you kind of like gave me a look. Like I feel like nobody else in the car understood the fuck was going on. But I feel like when I said it, you kind of like looked at me, and of course you like trust what I say and shit like that. But I feel like it threw you off a little bit too, because I feel like you started feeling like, yeah, something's weird is going on, something about to happen. And so we stopped by the store to try to like get us something, to get some food, or to just get something to snack on, because I don't know where we were getting ready to head to. But whenever I walked to the store, at first I remember, for some reason I didn't want to walk into the store, but then eventually I did. And when I walked in, there was two different lines, and it was like separated. One line was like, I don't know if I think it's called Bright. I actually just looked at the fucking movie last night on Netflix. I didn't watch it, but I looked at it like when it was like, they was like split up. It was like these blue looking people, and then it was like basically like, I think regular people or something like that. It was like with Will Smith in it, but it gave me those vibes like it was like some of the people were like mutated or some shit, and some of the people were like still normal. And so like the mutated people did not get along like with the normal people, and I also feel that they were like aggressive. Like sometimes they would impulsively act out and do certain things, like, and they didn't want to control it. I feel like the moon played a part in their, like, it happened in like them like just turning aggressive out of nowhere. And so it's like for the most part we were able to like kind of get along, but we were still scared because at any moment like they can switch, you know. And I remember my mom just popped up in the store. Oh, I seen her when I was in the store. I seen that she was she had like some chips and a drink in her hand or something, and I was like asking her, could she like pay for my water? I handed her the water, so she was like, you might want to get out of here because it's about to get ugly. I'm like, what do you mean by that? She was like, just go. She like, just take the kids and just go, whatever. And I feel like she was like in between of being mutated and not mutated or some shit like that. And it's funny that my mom was in there because my mom took the vaccine, so it's like kind of maybe giving me those vibes or whatever. But basically, So we get in a car and we ended up like, I think we ended up having to stop or whatever. I don't know how it ended up switching to this scene, but I remember it went straight from the store. I remember this man and this little boy coming about the store with fucking axes, and they started like chasing us. Like we had to we was running far as fuck, and I remember we had it was like kids and shit with us too. And the little boy, he didn't give a fuck. When I turned around, bro, he asked this little boy down right in front of me. Like I was at a distance because I was running faster than the little boy, but I was like, what the fuck? Like he really just like fucking just asked him down and killed him. Like for a while, like why are y'all chasing us and trying to kill us and shit? And like people, like everybody was running and shit, and then like next thing you know, my son, I'm running fast, so I cannot turn around, and my son is like right there, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why would I be running without you? And like it broke my heart to even see me like running without him, you know? I'm like, what the fuck? There's no way I could have been that scared to it. Like I left him. I was like, I would never do no shit like that. But I really honestly feel like he probably energetically popped up in the dream or some shit. I'm not sure, but because he's done that before, or my daughter has done that before when I'm in a mix of like a scary ass dream, like she's popped up or whatever. But basically, I remember I grabbed him and I just started running with him because I'm like, I'd be down if my son get chopped the fuck down or some shit. And I remember the little boy was fast as fuck. Like he had to be on some supernatural shit for real. And he caught up with us. And when he did, like it was like I jumped. He was literally about to axe us. Like he ended up getting in front of us, and as he's swinging the axe, like I jumped over him with my son, and I basically like did some shit. Like I either pushed him or I tried to like grab the axe from him, but in a mix of me grabbing the axe flew or whatever. And I remember like just running really quickly to go grab the axe, and I just started like literally like impulsively like just chopping him up because like I just knew that I could not let him live or whatever. But then after that point, we was like worried about the dad because shit, the son did all this. Like what the fuck is his dad about to do? And like I can hear from a distance people still screaming and like dying and shit. So that's just super weird. Like I don't know what that's about. It was just weird. Okay, so I'm going to just share my theory on what I feel is going on at this time, and also just the download that I got. I wouldn't even really call it a theory. I would more so say download. But I saw this TikTok and I couldn't find it. I would have dropped the video, but I can't find it. But basically, this guy had walked up to this like recent monument that they put up where it has like mirrors facing each other, and it has like this purple LED lights like surrounding around the mirrors. And you basically are supposed to walk through it, and it is some type of like experiment that they're doing that kind of like as you're walking through it, they say that you're supposed to like lose perception of like the reality that you're in and other things amongst that as well. But as I was watching it, I got the download that as they were like, as you walk through these things, people, I'm pretty sure, just walk through it because they think that it's fun or whatever. And the truth is that they're actually cloning you. They're basically, as you walk through the mirrors, they're cloning you within different dimensions as you walk through. And I feel that they are also releasing these same clones into this dimension. So there's going to be a lot of things going on where people are going to be committing crimes that they didn't commit, if that makes sense. I'm going to also drop a video link to it, like you can see what I mean by that. It was a supernatural episode that they had, and if you peep and pay attention as well, on the supernatural episode, pay attention to the type of lighting that they were in as they were like saying this.
Oh yeah. I know that Bobby's into that magic hooey, but truth is the government had been cloning people for years. Guess it was just your turn in the barrel.
Well, actually, look at it.